Veterans, thank you for your service. Veterans Day special unboxing coming up right after this. So today on our Veterans Day special unboxing, we're going to be breaking into Historic Autographs, the Washington Chronicles. Figured I'd go back to maybe sort of where the U.S. military began. So let's crack into this box. We've got 6 10 cards packs. And let's see what we get. So we're back again with one of my favorite products, the 2022 Historic Autographs, the Washington Chronicles. And some pretty neat cards that tell about the history of our country, the founding of our country, some of the founding fathers, especially George Washington himself. But you can also get some dirt cards in here, so dirt from near some famous battlefields, historical sites, as well as the potential for, I believe, some hair relics, and that would be really cool. But let's go ahead and start breaking in and see what we get. College of William and Mary, Virginia House of Burgesses, France in the Revolutionary War, the Battle of Fort Washington. Sometimes they're facing all kinds of directions. The Newburgh Conspiracy, a lenticular, it would appear, or something along those lines. George Washington's family tree, and this one has Robert E. Lee on it, which the reason why he's in there, I mean, you may think, well, he's an American Civil War general, and that is indeed the case, but he married Mary Custis, whom I believe was a relative of George Washington. But I wish I knew a little bit more about it, other than I remember hearing something about that previously. But if you know, let us know in the comments, and we'll make sure to try to be historically accurate. Truro Synagogue, the Militia Acts of 1792, and Oni Judge. Alright, next up. A little difficult to get into. There we go. On a day that I don't bring my scissors out, but get them if I need to. So Madeira, 7 Years' War, the Great Dismal Swamp. You know, the neat thing about this is I've opened a lot of these cards, but it's almost like a reminder that some of them I kind of forget what they're about and have to go back and look them up. Horatio Gates, Jean Antonin Houdon, the Jefferson Republican Party, the Northwest Indian War, Myth, Washington Slept Here. So I kind of find those fun, just because they're about various Washington myths. And then the last one out of this pack is Commander-in-Chief, and the gray or tan or whatever, as opposed to the red ones, usually mean that it's a sort of a more limited run. So this is one of 699, whereas the other ones, you know, they're just your base cards. All right, next pack. All right, we've got the birth of George Washington, turned down by the British Army, Little Hunting Creek, smallpox. Now that looks horrible. I mean, horrible. Marquis de Lafayette, John Jay, the Fugitive Slave Act of 1793, another duplicate, Oni Judge, myth about the wooden teeth, and then ice cream. This is another sort of more limited run one. We'll put that up there. About halfway through. We'll keep going. Freemason, Washington. William Bradford. France in the Revolutionary War. Fort Lee. Oh my, they're upside down everywhere. Battle of Germantown. American Foxhounds. Kentucky. Pinckney's Treaty, or the Treaty of San Lorenzo. Myth, wore a white wig. I'll let you read that if you want. The Virginia House of Burgesses. And this one's different. This one is foiled. It's got the red, but it's I don't know if you can kind of see, it's a little bit more foiled. This is one of 199. Alright. Pack number 5. Washington's Estate. Benjamin Franklin. France's Tavern. Battle of Ironworks Hill. Battle of White Marsh. Mules of Mount Vernon. The Militia Act of 1792. Treaty of Greenville. Myth, throwing the silver dollar across the Potomac. And then the Battle of Long Island. Alright, and then our last pack. Hoping for some last pack magic here. George Washington's birthday. Fort Duquesne. Samuel Adams. Somerset. Winter encampment at Valley Forge. Constitutional Convention of 1787. Neutrality Proclamation. Washington's farewell address. Myth, asked Betsy Ross to sew the flag. Alright, and our last one, it's another one of those foil cards. That's pretty neat with the map of the water. This is the Battle of Dorchester Heights, March 4th of 1776. And this is another one of 199. So that is it for this box of the Washington Chronicles. All right, well, we hope you've enjoyed this special Veterans Day unboxing of the Washington Chronicles. I want to thank our veterans again. Thank you for your service. Without you, we would not enjoy the freedoms that we have today. If you like this video, please subscribe for more content and to chase stories hidden in cardboard with me, the Curio Hunter. Until next time, happy collecting.